Today I fucked up by leaving a grow-it-yourself willy in my hotel room's bathtub during a school trip. Obligatory, this happened about 8 years ago. So back when I was 16, my school took my entire group of classmates and I on an overseas trip to the UK. It was the trip of our lives. Pretty much. Our parents and ourselves had raised money throughout the year. We had been learning about the UK's culture and history our whole lives at school. Big deal. However, we, being 16, were just a bunch of hormoned teenagers far away from our parents and with a great deal of freedom. Even if our teachers were around, plenty of stuff went down at night. From drinking ridiculous amounts of beer to buying flavored multicolored condoms and inflating them to use as balloons, we did pretty much everything there was to do. Young, happy and stupid. One day, I got a text on my phone saying one of my friends had purchased a grow your own willy kind of thing. Apparently you just had to put the thing in the tub and voila, massive dick. We thought that was gonna be awesome, so we all proceeded to gather at my room, cameras ready, oh my, to witness the big event at night. Of course that thing didn't really grow instantly, so we ended up feeling quite disappointed and everyone went back to their rooms after a few hours. Now to the FU. At that time we were staying at a hotel in Edinburgh, so none of us had thought about room service taking place the following day. My roommate and I woke up in a rush, overslept, got dressed and left the hotel room so we could get on with our scheduled activities. Of course, we left the penis in the bathtub, fully grown and unchecked. Apparently the cleaning staff got into the room while we were gone and, needless to say, they didn't exactly have a positive reaction to finding a ginormous grow-it-yourself dick just floating about like it was nobody's business. Our teachers were contacted and we had to explain why we had bought that thing in the first place, plus apologize to the cleaning staff for their unpleasant moment. Too long didn't read, purchased a grow-it-yourself penis on a school trip to Edinburgh and left it fully grown inside the hotel room's bathtub. The cleaning staff found it and our teachers had us apologize. Ha ha ha, oops. Which hotel was this? Exclamation mark. Can't remember the name but it was really close to Prince's Street. Okay, but how big did it get? Now I need to get one of these, just to see it grow. Lol. I never knew such thing existed. I'm disappointed in the cleaning staff. They shouldn't have said anything. It was none of their business. They certainly shouldn't have. I guess they just thought we were being idiots and wanted to report it. Oh well. But did you even get to see it? Question mark. Today I fucked up by having fun with my girlfriend in a doorless room. NSFW, of course. My girlfriend had had a long day at work and was stressed, so being a reasonable boyfriend, I invited her over for some hugs, video games, chilling, etc. We hugged, showed each other memes, I listened to her practice her violin. A good day overall. Near the later hours of the day, being young adults, we got bored and decided to have some intimate time. Being dumb adult teens, we were in a room without a door, she's on my lap, my hands are squeezing her bare chest, when suddenly, my mom just walks in, stops, and turns around without a word. We both immediately left the house and I hyperventilated in her van for the next 10 minutes and made myself really lightheaded. We're back inside now and mom walked into the entrance, looked at me a moment, and went back. All I know is my heart rate is through the roof and my mouth is dry from breathing so heavily. TL, doctor, girlfriend had a long day. I invited her over, got bored and had some mature fun in a room without a door. Mom got an eyeful of me fondling my girlfriend and I wished for the nearest burial plot. Hit me up if you got one. I just read your girlfriend's POV a second ago. So your mum catches you with a handful of tit and you disappear into her van for 10 minutes. She gonna think that's sus. Just saying. If you ain't got a door you don't get to score. Did you and your GF post this story at the same time? There just seems to be two stories on my feed with exactly the same events but with both the male and female point of view. Ah, yeah, that would be her. She uses Reddit too. Didn't expect her to post so soon. Today I fucked up by scaring my son into wearing his seatbelt. As is tradition, this did not happen today, but about 6 months ago. Too long, didn't read summation at the bottom. One afternoon I was picking my son up from kindergarten, and as I was putting him in the car, he didn't want to put his seatbelts on. It is a legal requirement that children are correctly restrained in a properly fitted and approved car restraint. Because he didn't want his seatbelts on, I told him that he has to put them on, because if he didn't, a policeman would come and put both him and his daddy, me, in timeout. Well, it worked. He calmed down and let me put his seatbelts on, and has done without complaining ever since. Where is the today I fucked up, you say? Well, ever since then, he's wanted to become a policeman so that he can put daddy in timeout. Confused face. Too long didn't read, too long, didn't read, told my son he must wear a seatbelt or police would lock him and daddy up. Now he wants to be a policeman so he can lock daddy up. Out of the mouths of babes. Lamau, I first thought that the kid would be scared of cops, but it reminds me of my brother who was about 5 at the time. He wanted to be a cop just so he could arrest the husband of a couple that were friends with my parents and marry her. Spoiler, he didn't become a cop. My dad did the same to my brother, but the Balkan way. We were driving about 10 kilometers per hour and my brother didn't wear his seatbelt. My dad told him to buckle up, but my brother, about 7 years old, didn't listen. That's when my dad stepped on the brakes and yeeted my brother into the front seat. Still one of my fondest childhood memories. He always uses his seatbelt now. This was 6 years ago. Definitely the fastest way to explain safety. Once when my brother was about the same age, he wouldn't stay in his car seat and kept unbuckling. So my mom pulls over and is trying to convince him to stay put when a policeman pulls up and asks if everything is okay. My mom explains and the officer goes around to the other side of the car and opens the door and says, "Young man, you stay in your seat and do what your mom tells you." Mom says he never did it again. The officer also gave him some of the stuff they have for kids, like a detective's notepad and sticker badges. Till that too long didn't read, means too long, didn't read. Dad needs to put his seatbelt on then?